All right. I'm stoked for this one. I fear Loba's offense will struggle on this field in comparison to Dirt or even Parks, but Loba is one of the best coaches in the server, so I'm sure he's going to cheese his way into some good offense here.
Does CRK not have Heidi?
She's in left field,
Interesting.
which is very interesting. It's where you think it's a safe spot for them. Similar mistakes have been made. Joan May gave up my precious SDL World Series 2 seasons ago in left field at this very field. So I don't know if Heidi can be trusted out there.
Believe that was your
On the
first
mound
season,
today
right?
is
Against P.
Julie
Sanchez?
That was, yes.
Steps up to bat.
I had no idea what I was doing. But I had a blast.
The delivery.
All right, Star. Let's see.
To right. With nobody out.
Julie on the mound.
You're still around. It couldn't have been that bad.
Very true. I'm expecting Julie to stampede this ball as soon as Star makes contact with it, so this will be an interesting match-off.
The stretch. Pitch on the way. That was a ball. 1 and 2. Hey, batter. Takes the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. Down he goes.
Ooh, nice curveball there. Just getting the bottom of the zone for the strikeout.
Great start for CRK and the Bombers.
Time out.
Julie did what she needed to do. She held down Miss Moonbeam. And we're gonna see a bunch of changes from CRK here.
Into the windup. Cut to the plate. Swinging. Strike 1. 1 out.
Ooh, that one looked like a meatball.
Ready now.
Yeah, I think Loba's on power here with Raul.
Low ball 1.
And he got a whiff there. Once Star is washed, I guess, he just goes power, which is an interesting approach.
2. I should have swung. 1 and 2.
Grounders might not be as impactful without her on base.
And the pitch. Swung on. And a foul ball. Here's the windup. The pitch. Swung on. Hammered down the middle.
Yeah, I don't think he's groundering here, HCI. I know he normally does, but I don't think the grounder would have whiffed a meter like that and catch the air like that.
Yeah, that looked like line drive.
I think it was power, and then once he got 2 strikes, he went to line drive. Or perhaps grounder, like HCI
Yeah, we
suggested.
definitely have some strong opinions about who people want to
Ready
win.
now. And the throw.
Because you're like, go this person, I guess. Where's the conviction?
Here's the motion. Here's the pitch.
I personally am rooting for Loba here because as much as I want to be in the World Series, I would absolutely love to see HCI and Loba Dirt Yards
Ball 3.
only World Series. I think that would be pretty epic.
Here's the motion. The delivery. And that's the 4th ball.
That would
And
definitely be
forward.
2 interesting personalities going at it.
Oh yeah. You definitely see some year-bads from Loba.
When Sears steps up to bat.
I have to grab my
HCI
popcorn
someone
for
who
the
can take
trash talk in that one.
Totally.
From the windup, the pitch.
Right. Marlins are making some progress. Star or no star.
She kicks the delivery. Swing.
Great rip. That should land. And it does.
And she grabbed it.
Play was at... Whoa! No, it was not. The play was at second.
Blakely steps up to
What a great out from CRK, making me eat my words there.
Thought that was going to be safe, but I guess not.
So did I.
takes her stretch. Here's the pitch.
Good risk and it paid off.
Ball 1. He's gonna steal home.
Expecting an RBI from Alicia here.
Get him, Green.
CRK knows better than to throw that ball to second.
And there are runners at second and third, 2 outs.
We want a batter, not a broken ladder.
Swing, batter. Y'all should play polite like. She kicks, she delivers. High ball 2.
CRK trying to line up that pitch perfectly, but still is a little bit too high.
She kicks, pitch on the way. Swung on.
Ooh,
Attempts
nice
to steal
one.
home.
Just gonna let him go back.
CRK is either respecting the fact that he knows what the steal glitch is doing, or he doesn't want to take the risk in overthrowing from Mikey and getting Raul home.
Second and third,
One of the two.
Yeah, I know I forget which season it was, but I know there was one in the World Series where that was a big costly
the swing,
error, overthrown the third baseman, allowed like the winning run to score.
Yep.
into the windup. She delivers. A swing.
Beautiful kick.
Down she goes.
I believe that was Killer Bats against
Two left on.
Hunt Stunt when that happened.
Now pitching Diana Hayes. Julie Dunkel comes to the plate. Send him back to the shower.
All right, Julie's first chance here to tie Star Moonbeam in runs.
0-1. Into the motion and the throw. Ball 1, and the count is 1-1. The windup, the 1-1 pitch. A blooper in foul territory. From the stretch, cuts to the plate. Swung on. That's a foul. 1-2.
No line drive switch. Could see a power whiff.
Swing, third strike.
Or just a big whiff in general. Another K.
Yeah, that was a little bit too far inside there on that heater.
Neither 9-speed will see the base on their first at bat.
Left up. Target goes up. The pitch. Low ball 1.
CRK's gameplay is quite predictable with these players here. If Ramona gets on first, I'm anticipating a sacrifice bunt from Miss Lorelei K.
Swing.
It's a good line drive.
Brings up. This one's gonna get past him.
Oof.
Good hustle.
My oh my.
Donald Vogel and his 30 coordination do not make the play.
Hey, batter.
We want batter, not a
Here is the sacrifice bunt.
The pitch.
ooh.
Ball 1.
Batter.
She's set. And the throw. High ball 2.
Don't need a sacrifice if you walk him.
She's set. And delivers.
Very true.
That was a ball.
Looks like Loba's pitches are not landing here.
Throw. Strike 1. Runner on
Meaty
first,
pitch missed.
1 out. She is ready. 3-1 pitch.
Another meaty pitch missed.
And the count is 3-2. Takes her stretch. Fires. A swing.
Ooh, foul.
Fouled back. And the count is 3-2.
Going at the grounder
CRK tends to
And delivered.
intentionally let meaty pitches go for some stamina drainage, but
Straight down the middle.
pays off here.
Numbers at first and
Mikey
second for
Thomas comes up to the plate.
Mikey Thomas.
I'm gonna get on base.
The coach calls timeout.
Or as some people like to call him, I'll make it PG for
Now pitching
the
Timmy
kiddos.
Unger.
Mr. Chubby Butt.
The windup. The delivery.
It's my first time hearing that one personally.
Hit hard.
Nice rip.
Ooh,
Gets
all the
past
way to the
Raul
wall.
and Alicia.
Wall, and he's broke.
Still enough to get Mikey out.
Francis Bluer comes to the plate. Into the windup. Here's the pitch.
That looks
That was
nice.
the ball.
Ooh,
And there are
outside.
runners at second
Francis
and
Bluer hit a grand slam yesterday, so definitely someone
The delivery.
Loba might be
There's
thinking
a
about
good one.
walking.
And the count is 1-1.
Guess not enough for CRK to want that one.
1-1 pitch. That was ball 2, and the count is 2-1. Takes the stretch and delivers. Low and away, 3-1. From the windup, the delivery. And there's ball 4, forced to walk.
Bases
Mark.
loaded.
I believe it's Karen Donato next. Good bat, but not as intimidating as Frank Bluer.
Karen Donato steps up.
78 power, 57 contact. She could definitely make something happen here.
Low and outside. The bases are loaded, 2 out.
2 6 speeds and a 7 on base.
Strike! Into the motion and the offering. Ball 2.
Ooh, good take there.
He winds the delivery. Swinging.
Ground ball, is that going to get through? It is going to get through.
Over to
And that's going to be a run for CRK, possibly 2 if Lorelei is safe.
Fires it over, tosses it home.
You hate to see it.
Score!
Boink City.
Okay, that'll bring up Marky 2 points. I'm gonna deliver this one like a squirrel in a nuthouse. From the windup, rose it. Strike! Runners on first and second, 2 outs. From the stretch, the delivery. Strike 2.
Anytime you get that second strike on ya, it gets pretty tough to fight back.
And the count is 0-2. Takes the stretch and the pitch. Swinging
Smack.
Is this going to be another bond?
Crash.
and makes the
Oh,
catch.
Nope.
He's
Star.
out of there. And that'll do it.
is that Star or Gwen in left field?
Left on.
There's some bonks.
I believe that
Timmy Unger comes to the plate.
could have been worse. Could have been better. Fortunate boinks from Loba on that play.
Into the windup, the pitch. Strike! No out. Ready now, fire. Swing. Strike! And the count is 0-2. Here's the windup, fire. Ball 1, and the count is 1-2.
Wonder what the
The
average
windup,
number
1-2
of bonks per game
The
are.
swing. Spinks one.
It's a stat I'd love to see. Oh, well, that just contributed to it a little bit more.
First stake. That'll
What?
send him back
What?
to the dugout.
I think Loba was anticipating an overthrow there due to the pitcher glitch that tends to happen. Tried to get a sneaky head start, but CRK anticipated that, spammed the clicks, and got the play.
Into the motion and the delivery. The
Very
wing
nicely done.
looped up. And made it.
Nice catch by Billie
Out of
Jean.
there. Stephanie Morgan comes up to the plate. The windup pitch on the way. The swing. It's
Foul
going
ball.
up the right field line, and it's foul. From the windup, the pitch. On the swing, and it goes foul.
Another
2
foul
out.
ball by Stephanie there. 0-2, 2
And it
outs.
goes up, and the throw. That was ball 1. 1-2.
She's got quite the odd strike zone, Stephanie
Takes
Morgan.
the stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Swing. A bouncing ball.
That should be
She
out
gobbles
number
it up,
3.
chucks it to first. She's out.
Now Billie Jean is back up the bat.
Next batter, Billie Jean Blackwood. I'm gonna park this one in the bleachers. You hate
Billie Jean Blackwood and Heidi both up before Julie. Could be a good chance to burn her.
From the windup, here's the pitch. Strike! With nobody out. Takes the stretch, the 1-1 pitch. Low and outside. Ready now, the 2-1 pitch. Strike! Swing! The windup, the 2-2 pitch. The swing. We can do it. And she's out. Fires it to home plate,
Out of play.
Heidi Thurman steps up. From the windup and the delivery. Strike! 1 out.
CRK gonna take some
From the
pitches.
windup and the throw.
Yeah, Heidi's not someone you really got to pitch too conservatively with, and I honestly don't know if CRK wants Heidi on first to block Julie and slow her down.
Time out.
CRK's got a boatload of pitchers with Francis, Markey, Ramona, Lorelai's even touched the mound. Julie. It's got about 5 pitchers rotating
Now
per game.
pitching, Diana Hayes. Ready now. Pitch. High and outside.
Batter, not a broken ladder.
Swing. She's set. 1-2 pitch. Swing.
Don't know why I would be throwing too many balls that are
She's set. Here's the pitch.
significantly out of your strike zone to Heidi.
Yeah.
The stretch. Fires. Swing. That's all, folks.
Very nice.
Julie Dunkel comes to the plate.
Julie with a strikeout.
Target goes up and the delivery.
Ooh,
Whoops.
that looked like a good one there.
The coach calls timeout.
You got timeout here.
Julie's second chance to surpass or
Round
tie
19.
Star
Ready
Moonbeam
to
with
pitch here.
runs.
We got Mondesi in.
Into the motion. The delivery. A swing. Foul. 2 out.
He's only got 1 pitch though, so you can't throw a repeat to Julie Dunkel.
Ooh,
Oh,
fireball.
okay. That makes sense. That is definitely not a right hook.
And that'll close up the second. And the Bombers lead it. Up by 2. Now pitching, Julie Dunkel.
I think that is very worth it when the
Diana
Bombers are up
Hayes
2.
comes to the plate.
And Raul has 100 stamina, so that shouldn't do too much to him.
Motion, throws it.
Yeah, I don't know what his fireball stat is.
Here's the motion and the offering. Swing. A blooper in foul territory. And
If I'm Loba, I might take a strikeout here with Diana
Ready now,
after
delivery.
throwing a fireball. But again, not sure how detrimental that was to Raul.
Ready now. Cuts to the plate. Swing.
He gets the strikeout anyway.
Another hitter.
I've always wondered how much different it would be if the stamina
Star
rebuff
Moonbeam
was
comes
reversed,
to the plate.
so that you get a buff when you get a strikeout versus when you get struck out.
He's ready. The pitch.
Interesting.
Swung on.
I always thought juice should be given to players on an even basis. Like 3 strikeouts, you get a juice or something like that.
The swing.
I always feel bad when someone gets loaded up with terrible pitches and never gets a juice, and then someone else gets it on their first K.
From the
Star
windup
Moonbeam,
and
speaking of
throw.
Ks, might be seeing another one right here.
And the count is 1 and 2.
No luck for the 9 speeds thus far.
She's set. She delivers. That was ball 2. 2 and 2.
Well, I don't know if it's possible
To
to
the pitch. Swing. A blooper in foul
have it
territory. 2
every
and 2.
so many ones or whatever, but I know it's
She keeps
possible
the
to
2-2 pitch.
probably have it only
Ball
be
3.
juice.
Interesting. That might be a little bit too much.
And the offering. The
That's a hit. Let's see if she can make it on base, though.
She gobbles it up.
Ooh.
Say goodbye, cause she's out.
Billie Jean
Billie
gets there
Jean
just in
Blackwood.
time.
Mondesi comes to the plate.
Covers too much ground, she does. Her 5 height self.
Time out.
Here is one of those very complex team
Now
shifts from
pitching,
CRK.
Ramona Bennett. Into the windup. Cuts to the plate. Swung on. And
Popped
belted.
up to
Runs
right
over to
field.
it.
Is Francis going to be able to catch this?
Jumps up. She can't
No.
get it.
And
Quick
that's
toss
going
to
to be
second. Quick toss toss to third.
A triple.
Too late with the tag.
Greed pays off.
MOTW,
Mikey was picking his nose on third base. Could not receive the ball in time. CRK is very good with footwork, but with a circle as big as Francis Bluer's, it's hard to perfect on those.
Takes their stretch. The delivery. That was a ball. Runner on third. 2 out.
I see some conservative pitching here from CRK for
Here's
sure.
the windup and delivered. A swing. He's gonna steal home.
Well, based on the speed of Raul, I think got pretty good stamina left
From the
over.
windup, throws it.
Yeah.
A swing.
Who does a bouncing
Ah,
ball?
that will do
That
it.
should do it.
Scoops it up. Zings it to first. That's it for her.
Nice hold.
Halfway through the inning now. Left one on third. The Bombers are
We're getting
out
some
in front.
awkward breaks in the lineup for
Now
Loba here.
pitching Diana Hayes. Ramona Bennett comes to the plate. The windup and the offering. A bouncing ball leaps up. And it's an out.
Star Moonbeam, a catcher,
Lorelai Ikaye steps up
gets
to
it
bat.
done.
Yeah, I remember one season when I had Pete, I did the same
She kicks,
strategy.
hits on the way. A swing. A bouncing ball. She
Should be
got
a quick inning here.
Yep.
She's out of there. Quick toss to home plate.
Loba does his classic intentional overthrow.
Mikey Thomas comes up to the plate.
I'm gonna get on base.
Looks like Mikey
Here's the
has
windup.
not
Pitch on the
completely
way.
gotten rid of his
That was ball
boogers.
one.
We want a batter, not a
From the windup and the pitch.
That looks nice. And it is. That's a great rip. Raul is not
On the
making that.
run.
But Mikey's still going to be out.
Oh, but he's making that. Beautiful throw from Raul.
That's
And it looks
for
like the
third inning.
fireball did not take a
The
toll on him
Bombers are
whatsoever.
out in front, up by 2. Gwen Sears comes to the plate.
Good lead off here with 7-speed Gwen Sears.
Here's the motion, throws it. Strike! No out. She kicked, and the delivery. Swung on. Whoops.
0-2 to
And the
Gwen
count is
Sears
0-2.
here.
Staircase pitches are just landing exactly where you want them to. Every
Ooh,
single time.
nice pitch right there.
Beautiful.
Gets the swing just high outside the zone, but gets the chase.
Alicia Blakely comes to the plate. She kicked the pitch. Swing. Looped up.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Crash will save him.
Leaps up. Beautiful catch.
No crash.
That's it, out. Timmy Unger comes to the plate.
Or as Loba likes to call it, kissing.
From the stretch, cuts to the plate. Low ball 1, 2 out.
If I'm Loba, I almost want it to end on Timmy here so that I can burn Donald, Stephanie, and Diana next inning and start off fresh with
That
Star
looks
in
like
the
it's going to be a
6th.
single there.
Good. And she can't make the play. He gobbles it up.
Don't know if that's ideal at this point, but let's see if
way to go.
he can make something happen. Yep, I think he's going to intentionally get out here.
Quick throw to second. He's safe.
Or go to second.
Or that.
Donald Vogel.
I think at this point, since he's there, he's got to rock with it and see if Donald can get an RBI here.
Target goes up and the throw. That was a ball. There he goes.
Or not.
Over to third.
He wants Timmy out.
What?
But, oh my God. This is...
Runner on third, 2 out.
This is insane.
Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. That was a ball. And the count
It's
is
got to
0-0.
stop here. Now he's got to just take a hit.
From the windup, Byers. That was a ball. 3.
Timmy Unger gets home.
I mean, you're not going to purposely get run
Here's the
into and out at
windup
home.
And the delivery. Swung on. Foul. 3 and
At
1.
least I wouldn't think you would want to do that.
I thought at second that's what he was doing, so he doesn't have Star burned after 2 outs in the end. But I never know with Loba.
And the throw.
Shh.
Another one down.
Another painful
Halfway
K.
through
And
the
now
inning
Star
now.
Moonbeam will likely
One
come up
gone.
with 2 outs
And the
after
Bombers
Stephanie
lead it.
Morgan and Diana Hayes.
Francis Brewer steps up to bat. From the windup, pitch on the way. That was ball 1, and the count is 1-0. From the windup and the delivery. Low and outside. Target goes up. She delivers. Swinging. And it goes
Foul ball there, 2 and
the
1 to
count is
Bluer.
2-1.
Got a
Into the
walk
windup
earlier.
And delivers. Another strike.
Nice hook
Pitch.
there.
Target goes up.
2 and 2.
2-2 pitch.
Ooh, swung early.
That's it for this kid.
Sometimes the heats just make you panic. Maybe he thought it was another fireball. Had some PTSD there.
Karen Donato steps up to bat. From the stretch, cuts to the plate. The windup, pitch on the way. Swing. A
Nice hit.
And he's done.
Great block from Timmy.
Safe.
Ooh, Karen beats
The,
it out.
the release was a little late. I'm not sure what happened there.
Okay.
It was a misclick or if Timmy just wasn't letting it go.
And big, 'cause this one here is going plumb out of here. Target
Timmy
goes
got
up
some
and the pitch.
anxiety on the throw.
The stretch and the delivery.
We got a steal here.
Yeah, with Star Moonbeam at catcher. You can get away with that.
Into the motion, the 1-1 pitch. The swing,
Ooh, ground ball.
she
And
dives for it. She's got it now. Throws it to first.
advances
and it's an
to
out.
third base. But 2 outs with Billie Jean Blackwood up.
Not the person you want to have up with somebody on third.
Park this one in the bleachers, you hear? From the windup and the offering.
Risky heat.
Oh my, Billie Jean
And-
did it.
The throw to second.
You think you can throw a heat like that to her, but the velocity will make it travel.
Heidi Thurman steps up to bat.
That could be costly right there.
Takes her stretch and the throw.
Come on, let's see what you got, Natter.
Here's the windup. Cuts to the plate. Another strike. Let's hope this doesn't shake her up. Runner on first. 2 outs. She is ready. And the offering. He scoops. And straight to first. And the 4th inning's over. 1 left on. The Bombers.
All right, he
are
needs some
out
magic
front.
from Stephanie and Diana here. Otherwise, Star will be burned.
Stephanie
3 out of 3
Morgan
bats.
comes up to the plate.
Can Stephanie get out twice?
Target goes up. The delivery. Swing.
See, that looked good. Her strike zone's crazy.
Not the way I thought.
Yeah, it's elevated, I believe.
She is ready. Cuts to the plate. Low and outside with nobody out. Takes the stretch and the pitch. Swing. Strike 2.
That also looked nice. I am never drafting her.
She is ready and delivers. That was ball 2. 2 and 2. Takes the stretch. The 2-2 pitch. Low and away.
Loba's bat, a .296 batting order with Miss
Into
Morgan.
the windup, the 3-2
And that
pitch.
is
Swing.
evident here.
A bouncing ball. She gobbles it up. She's out. See that play? Diana Hayes steps up.
I forget what
Competitive
height
grounder,
She takes
Stephanie
pitch on the
is,
way.
but I think her batting is one height.
1 out.
Like the height of it is like what a 4 height would be if she was a 3 height.
The swing
Yeah, she's a 3 height.
popped it up.
Mikey will not make that, I don't think.
Down.
Oh,
You
Mikey
will.
caught it.
Takes it. That's an out.
All right, Star's last chance to make some magic here.
The coach calls timeout.
And Julie will likely see the mound.
I'm
She already
growing
on the
a beard
mound?
out here waiting for some action.
Now pitching, Julie Dunkel.
Francis home is smart. I don't see Star having much wiggle room here with Francis Bluer at home and Julie on the mound.
2 outs. Into the windup. Pitch on the way.
Ooh,
And the
two
count
really
is
good
0-2.
pitches there. 0-2 count.
She's set. The delivery. Ball 1. And the count is 1-2.
Low, slow ball for ball 1.
Takes the stretch. Throws
Left
it.
hook.
Ball 2.
Ball 2.
Takes the stretch. A 2-2 pitch. And another
Just
batter
takes the
goes down.
strikeout. That's interesting.
Looks like Loba wasn't even
The
moving
Bombers
stances
are
there.
out in front, up by 3. Julie Dunkel comes to the plate.
That's an interesting
From
strategy
the stretch,
move there.
The delivery. Strike! And the count is 0-1. The coach calls timeout. Raul Mondesi is ready to pitch here.
Another fireball.
Target goes up. Here's the pitch. Swing. Sliced it. Into the windup and the delivery. Swung on. Popped it. Just like I would have done. She leaps up. That's not
Ooh,
gonna
we got a
do
block
it.
Come on,
catch.
let's see what you've got.
And
Team
that's an
effort.
out. Ramona Bennett comes to the plate. From the windup and delivers. Strike! 1 out. The windup and the pitch. Swung on.
Ooh,
A
good hit by
long
Ramona.
drive. Brings
But
up
gets caught
yes!
in right field.
And she's out. Lorelai Ikaye comes to the plate.
Okay, last out in the 5th
The
inning.
windup and delivers. Swing.
Popped up.
And popped up.
Should do
Jumped
it.
up.
Yep.
And
that's
she's
gonna
out.
be for the
That's
bottom of the
end
5th inning.
fifth.
Last up
And
for
the
the
Bombers lead it.
Marlins.
Now pitching, Ramona Bennett. Raul Mondesi comes to the plate.
All right, last chance for Loba and the Marlins here.
The pitch. That was a ball.
Let's see if Burning Star will pay off.
She is ready. She delivers. A swing. Popped it up.
See, is Karen gonna catch
Makes
this?
the lead.
No.
Couldn't get that one.
You got a balk
off.
there.
Good fly, y'all.
The red circle was definitely deceiving there. It's the break that Loba needed for
Pitch
sure.
on the way. Low. The stretch throws it. That was
Lubo could definitely make
No
this
out.
very, very interesting.
the stretch and delivers.
Wild pitch.
I don't even know what to call that.
Wow.
Still catches the zone. That's crazy.
Into
Wild
the
pitch is
the
a competitive one.
A swing.
Nice hit. That'll
A
get through.
bouncing ball. She dives for it. Up with it. Tosses it over to second. Safe at second.
All right.
Gwen Sears.
Yeah,
Steps up.
I've been watching like some MLB games, and like sometimes they'll say that when
From
the
the
pitcher
windup, she
misses their
delivers.
spot, it's like accidentally
Ball one.
good,
Runners
or
on
it's so
first
bad
and
that it's
second.
good.
No out.
Yeah.
Fires. Swung on. And a foul ball. 1-1.
I'm anticipating Loba to be on grounder here. Let's see if he can
Here's the windup,
get a
the
piece of this
1-1 pitch.
pitch.
The swing breaks for it. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Here's the motion, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on.
There's a
Nice.
ground ball.
And she goes after it. Here's a throw to third. Out. Zings it to first. Safe
Gets
on
the lead
first.
runner,
Right.
but still two out, or still two runners on, first and second. The tying run
Big
is at
chance
the
for
plate.
Alicia here.
The coach calls timeout. Now pitching Julie Dunkel.
I thought we were gonna see Heidi close this one out for a second.
From the stretch and the
We did yesterday, so I thought it was going to happen again.
She's set and the offering. That is ball.
Loba's going to have to really
Runners
wait
on
for his
first
pitch
and
here.
second, one out.
Make sure it's a good one.
Into the windup, throws it. Swing.
Ground ball, this
Bouncing
could do it.
ball. She leaps up and she goes after it.
And that's gonna
That
be a
is
double
game.
play to end the
And
game.
her to throw to
CRK
first
takes
base,
this
out
one
for
3-0.
a double play.
Very nicely done. Good shutout. It is hard to make a dirt team show up away from dirt.
Would it be okay? Can I unmute here?
Sure thing. Good
Man.
GCRK.
Thank you. That one was sweaty. It's funny, by the way, how you hyped up Julie and Star, yet both of them did nothing.
Yeah. Ironic.
I think Julie had a horrible day. 3 strikeouts as well. Or no, 2 strikeouts. Both of them had 2 strikeouts, I think.
All right. Well, very nicely done. Nate, thanks for commentating with me.
Yeah, well, I think unless anyone has anything else to say, I think that's going to do it for us at Back here at Sports Center. Thanks everyone for watching this doubleheader, and hope to see you guys later with more match of the weeks. I know that there's the big release tomorrow for on Steam, so look forward to that, and hopefully everyone's having a good time with the rest of this BBOL season and getting ready for the playoffs.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Thanks for broadcasting us.